Sucks. It's Mystically, by the way. Thank you. Today just been stressful. I could have been knocked out these reactions. I could have done so much already, and I was just on this stuff, just trying to figure it all out. But yeah, um, yeah, life is another video, man. It's crazy because this kind of relates to everything. But let's go ahead and just cook up. Another reaction by Cheats. Shout out
Growing
Cheats.
up, it felt like every adult. Growing up, it felt like every adult in our lives was part of some secret conspiracy. They'd hype us up with all these big promises about adulthood being this incredible, magical experience. Spoiler alert, they lied. Whether it was
Mm.
teachers, parents, or those feel-good movies about following your dreams, they sold us a fantasy. And now that we're here, it's nothing like they said it would be. So today, we're unpacking the biggest lies that we were fed about growing up, and trust me, some of these will hit way too close to home. The first lie is that you can be anything you want. This is the OG lie they start telling you in kindergarten. Your teacher.
Man, you know it's crazy. Uh, I mean, like you remember the times where you told yourself like you wish you was grown, and it's like, all right, you're gonna be growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's lies, but there's some truth. Your older people that told your parents or somebody older told you like, yeah, it's gonna be hard, man. Don't rush it. I'm telling you, it ain't easy as you think. You know, you go out there, all right, you must ready to start paying bills and this and that, and you just, man. I mean, I'm just living that reality now. But the whole like let him finish. I don't want to even talk too much, man. I want to let him cook. Let him cook. Let him do
Teacher
him.
stands in front of the class like, you guys can be anything you want when you grow up. Astronaut? Sure. President? Of course. As kids, we took this to heart. I mean, I spent years thinking I was going to be a spy, like a literal secret agent. I even practiced sneaking around my house like I was in Mission Impossible. Turns out the real Mission Impossible is affording rent. What they didn't tell us is that being anything you want comes with a laundry list of conditions, like be anything you want as long as you're insanely talented, lucky, well-connected, and preferably born into a rich family. And if your dream is remotely artistic, good luck explaining that to your parents. Oh,
I swear it feels like this game is so rigged, dog. Like he just said, if you're extremely talented, a little luck, um, inherited, meaning you born like well, inherited is per se, or born in a rich family, or connected. Yes, if you ain't got no connect, look, don't be me. Don't be a person like me. I know I'm not the only one, but just don't be me. Me is what? Like I said, I got a video coming out soon. And I've been made this video probably almost a week ago, and I didn't even drop it yet. But it was a video titled, I Got No Skills. Don't be like me. I got nothing to offer to the world. And I be seeing, it was crazy. I seen the cover earlier. He was talking about some dude. He was like, I forgot what the topic was about, but he was saying something about like this dude, yeah, you're just complaining, you offer nothing to the world. I was like, damn. I mean, like, bro, like, I don't even think the subject of that post or whatever was even that serious. But it's like, when you think about it, it's like, I guess that applies to me in the sense of like, if I was to tell you my skills, you're gonna look at that as like, okay, you good at basketball? Are you in the NBA? No. Um. Okay. Are you in any league that pays you some level of money? NIL, college, what? No. Uh. Okay. Gaming? You in a gaming league? No. Okay. What else do you do? YouTube? Okay. Do they pay you for that? No. Dude, you got no skill. Like, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, now, granted, concentrate, like I said, I don't get paid. One thing I plan on, I hope I do, which I will. Well, now I don't get paid from YouTube because I don't have enough watch hours or subscribers anyway. So, you know. But yeah, like, none of the skills really providing. I mean, I guess I'm providing the world with content. If y'all choose to watch, please watch. But yeah, but realistically, yeah, like realistically, if you just actually get it on, bro, like so when a job actually talk about, I mean, I guess you talk about the jobs. But I don't work jobs, but it's like I guess jobs is providing something to the world, but it's like that's for that moment. Once you don't have it, almost like you're no longer providing to the world, job wise. And I don't know, like even when then, like you just said, like I don't got no connection, so I can't just get in and do that. I don't got no connection. I don't have that type of power. I don't have no money. And if that nigga broke, bro, poor ass man, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Like just cause, and look, people think just cause you living in a spot like you up, like nah, bro. Like bro, I'm unemployed, bro. Like shit getting tough out here. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I don't even want to get into the deep details of it, but it's like, bro, nigga ain't grow up with really, like, nigga ain't grow up with a silver spoon, so nigga had to figure it out. So, and I'm just grown now. It's like I grew up, went to high school, and then I'm working. I ain't go to college. Why? Because if I couldn't hoop, I wouldn't, so, and I ain't even play in high school. I know you probably, but I just felt like, I don't know. The coach, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard when your coach, like, the coach of the school, you hear about, like, and like, they already got the team already made before you even hear a word, look a trial. How the fuck you already got a team assembled in your head and mind that you already want, and before trials even, so it was already like doomed. I was doomed. I was doomed. I ain't gonna lie, gang. And then I'm only 5.5, so like I said, I'm still gonna try to get in though. But like 5.5, we already know that like the percentage of that in the league, like nigga, you gotta be extremely skilled. And I know how to play, but like I just got humbled yesterday, and I ain't even hooped in a minute. So it's like, so that's kind of out right now. But like I don't know, like like this world. I don't know. This shit changing, man. This shit tough. This shit tough for real. I ain't gonna lie. But let's get back to what he was saying. Oh yeah, about being anything. Yeah, like I wanted to be a lot of things, bro. I wanted to be a firefighter, police, army, and I wanted to be in army combat, like shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. If I was a kid, I'm just look like, yeah, let me be like a Marine, like, cause you niggas should play Halo. I'm like, I'm gonna be one of them type niggas. What else? I wanted to be Spider Man. I wanted to be a lot of things. But in reality, bro, you probably gonna be working, and not even trying to be funny, flipping the fucking burger at a low paying job, probably at a cash register, a Dollar Tree or something like that. So all that kids are out the window. But yeah,
Oh, you want to be an artist? Cool.
damn,
So
seven
how
minutes.
you
I
gonna pay?
was trying my best. Oh my gosh.
How are you gonna pay bills with that? It's like, thanks for the support. Growing up is coming to terms with the fact that you can do anything you want, but based on your conditions. You can eat whatever food you want if it's within your budget. You can live in whatever house that you want if it's in your budget. You get where I'm going with this. The
Yeah.
second lie that we were told is that adults have everything figured out. Now, this wasn't expressly told to us, but this one kind of hits the hardest. As kids, we genuinely thought adults knew everything, like they were walking encyclopedias, always paying bills on time, fixing stuff around the house, and making life look so put together. Meanwhile, now that we're adults, we're out here Googling how to boil water and crying because the Wi-Fi went out. The truth is, most adults are
Bro, like I got a right. I had a right to complain about my Wi-Fi going out because it's like, dog, like I paid the bill. I don't got time for that shit. It is different when you paying bills and something not working. Man, let me know if you got that experience. Paying the bill for something that's bullshit. That shit gonna piss you off. 'Cause it's like, bro, what am I paying money for?
it. A lot of people that may seem like they have their stuff together absolutely do not, and vice versa. A lot of people who are freaking out about their life are probably much better
That's
off
why
than
I'm
they may.
like, bro, kids, fuck no. I'm not even. That's out of there. That's out of the question. That's out of the question. It damn near make you not even want to do it no more. Like you just don't even want to involve anything with sex. It's like, bro, what, bro? Like, bro, my life sucks right now, and I'm not kids ain't even near what I'm, bro. Like the shit that I'm going through right now. It's like, yo, like I gotta go through this. Like I'm supposed to be doing this to handle this, but I ain't. I done lost that, so I can't even handle that right now. So it's like, what the, like, like what the fuck? Like, what did I kill somebody or something? Like, what the?
May think. The older
And
I'm getting, the
GTA.
more I'm realizing that life is pretty much anarchy. The level of put togetherness we saw from adults when we were younger was mostly because they had made the right choices, and they're obviously acting. But I've heard from a lot of people that once you have children, you will get your shit together because you have to. This might be bad advice, but the logic makes sense to me. I heard somewhere that if you have kids very young, you will be kind of forced to make things work. You'll find a way to make money because your child's life and well-being depends on it. Failure failure is no longer an option. I'm not going to take this advice. I'm going to wait to have kids. Number 3, we have
facts.
college is the key to success. Now, I'm not one of those people who thinks that college is a scam.
There's kids in here who don't learn like that. They need to learn face to face. You're just getting mad because I'm pointing out the obvious and you're just
wasting my time.
No, I'm not wasting your time.
But, you know, I think the whole promise of college, just go to college and you'll have a great job waiting for you. No, college is
That's
not the
what
golden
makes it a
ticket
scam, though. You just said you didn't believe that college is a scam, but you going to college thinking that you will get a job, right? They try to make it seem like that's what will happen if you go, and then you end up not getting that job because you don't get experience. You're going to get experience if you don't get the chance, right? That was my early experience with security. How I'm going to get experience with security if I don't got the chance? But, like I just said, it's like the college. How you going to go to college? They make it seem like you go to college automatically. Once you graduate, you get a good job. You don't. That's what makes it a scam. So, you basically, like, kind of like, backtrack. I don't know. Like, you didn't, you just said this.
they made it out to be. For most people, it was 4 years of stress, partying, overpriced textbooks, and ramen noodles. You've got people graduating with degrees in philosophy, working at Starbucks, and trying to figure out how to pay back that $50,000. Meanwhile, your high school buddy who skipped college and started a landscaping business is out here making 6 figures, driving a truck and living stress-free. Like, what did I even pay for? All right, I'm learning how to write research papers that nobody will ever read. The most insane way I've ever seen a narrative get flipped on its head is the people that once told me YouTube is not a real job and there's no stability to it are now struggling to find a job with a college education. Like, this isn't an I told you so moment. I just told you. But it's just to highlight that a lot of the promises that were being made about college were certainly not true. All right, number 4 is work hard and you'll succeed. Here's a classic. If you just work hard enough, you'll achieve your dreams. This one hurts because it sounds so wholesome, but it's also complete BS. We've all seen people who work their asses off but still struggle to get ahead. Meanwhile, you got some influencer on TikTok making millions dancing in front of a ring light. Hard work is great, don't get me wrong, but let's not pretend that it's the only thing that matters.
That should piss me off sometimes too. Be saying like I don't know, it's like I know I didn't talk about it, but it'd be like, bro, that's what makes me think. I don't want to blame women, but it's like I'm blaming the guys because it is our fault. And like, have you ever been on Instagram and you seen a random girl page and she got like hundreds of thousands, like 150, even 50K to like 300K. Like, she ain't got nothing going on. You go through her page, it's just her dancing, shaking her butt, right? Sexual content, views, clicks, or just random dancing videos, right? Ain't got nothing going on. Well, I ain't gonna say dancing because you can dance, you make that cut. But like just sexual shit, basically shaking ass a lot of shaking ass. And it's nothing else. It's just, it might got a link to, a page, the OF, but like, other than that, yeah, she probably ain't got nothing in the bio. She got all these followers, nothing to show for it. And granted, now, if you want all the followers with nothing to show for, alright, cool, we ain't talking about you. But like, you can't tell me all these girls who got all these clout ain't looking for a Fashion Nova deal, a modeling deal, something, right? Because like, what good is it if you're not really making money for it? I'm pretty sure Instagram ain't paying you. I know, like, what they charge Kim K. That's Kim K. She got business, like, she's a celebrity, it's a lot going on. But like, some random IG baddie, like if you ain't got no deals, then how much money is they paying? Now, if they paying good, then all right, let me shut the hell up. Like, what I'm talking about. But if they not, then it's like, what is the point of you doing this? It's like, what good is it? You're just basically looking for validation. That's all you want. Like, you don't want to make no career out of this. Life is hard, man. Like, y'all got it easy.
You can spend all your money and energy trying to grab the prize, and half the time it slips out of your grasp. Meanwhile, someone else walks up, gives it one shot, and gets the jackpot. It's frustrating, but that's life. The day I learned this was a lie was when I saw a kid on Twitter post a screenshot of a crypto meme coin trade that he did, where he had turned $100 into $1 million. So if you think clicking a few buttons on your computer is hard work and making $1 million as a 17-year-old or something like that in 30 minutes is hard work, I certainly have some words for you. Alright, next up we have adulthood means freedom. As kids, adulthood sounded like paradise. You can stay up as late as you want, eat ice cream for dinner, and do whatever you want. Technically that is true, but at 3 a.m. you should not be wondering why your stomach hates you. The point is, the so-called freedom of adulthood comes with strings attached. Sure, you can stay up all night binge watching Netflix, but good luck functioning the next day at work. And yeah, you can do whatever you want as long as you can afford.
He's a bell, he's a boy, he's bell boy. So with that random clip of Ryback eating the Ruffles.
Can afford it. Turns out freedom is just another word for you're responsible for everything now. All the freedom that you've now acquired as an adult has equal and opposite consequences that have scaled. Now that I think about it, I don't know if this one's really a lie, but I think that we just got it twisted when we were younger. We just assumed that freedom was universally good and being able to do whatever you want was a good thing. Like, I feel like a lot of the time adults are their own worst enemies. You know, being able to do whatever you want is kind of not a good thing in a lot of cases. Being able to waltz into a liquor store at 10 a.m. may not be the greatest thing. Alright, next one is that you'll stop caring what people think. You know, they told us, when you grow up, you won't care what people think anymore. That's lies, absolute lies. If anything, adulthood just changes what you're self-conscious about. As a kid, you cared about fitting in with your classmates. As an adult, you're overanalyzing texts, stressing about what to wear to a job interview, carefully curating your Instagram feed so it looks like you're thriving. Spoiler, nobody's thriving. We're all just pretending. If anything, I care more about what people think now than I ever did when I was a kid. The stakes are a lot higher now, and you know, there's actually a chance that you will become a failure. You can't become a failure when you're a kid. When you fail at something as a kid, that's just a learning opportunity. When you fail at something when you're an adult, I mean, I think a good way to look at it is a learning opportunity, but the reality is, the expectation is that you have things sorted out to a certain extent, and so when you don't, people will judge you. The only difference is, in middle school you got judged for wearing Skechers, and as an adult you get judged for driving a used car. I kind of touched on this one earlier, but the next one is that stability comes with age. This one might be the biggest scam of them all. Growing up, we thought like adulthood meant stability. You hit a certain age and everything would just fall into place. Job, check. House, check. White picket fence, check. But in reality, adulthood is just like a never-ending hamster wheel. Your car breaks down, your rent goes up, inflation is through the roof, you can't afford groceries. It is definitely tough. Stability is something you have to be constantly working for, and even then it feels like one wrong move could send everything crashing down. Next up is that you'll finally feel grown up. I feel like there was this idea that there's a magical moment where you're gonna feel like a real adult. Maybe it would happen when we got our first job, paid our first bill, moved out of our parents' house. But here's the thing, that moment never comes. Even if you have a job, a house, and a savings account, you still feel like a kid pretending to be an adult. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be responsible, but I still panic.
Do you think, like, when niggas retire, like, you just work a job, you retire, and life's supposed to get good? I wonder if people really thinking like that. Oh, I just work this job, work until I retire, and then life good. Now, granted, it could go that way, but I don't think that's how it works. I feel like if you ain't safe it now, if you just expecting when you hit 65 that you should have enough saved up, now, girl, you might have a little something, but it ain't. You ain't got nothing saved up now. If you can't even save money now, what makes you think that you probably like, dog, like, we're doomed. Well, I don't plan on being doomed, but I don't know about y'all. That's why, like I'm not saying that. That's why I do YouTube. I don't be thought I do it because I love it, but like, you could live pretty solid off here and not be stressing about life, you know. Because like, even then, I was just thinking like, I gotta get to somewhere where literally I can't depend on the job. I don't want to feel like a. I don't like the feeling of being like toyed around. Like, I'm gonna just hold you and see. Like, it sucks being a dependent. Like, cause it's like you gotta sit around and wait. They playing with your time. You know what I'm saying? Cause they up. When you up, you can do all the fun and games. You can do all the little plays and stuff. You can't really do that when. I don't know, dog. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
when I see an unknown number calling me. Alright, next up, the friends you make in school will be your friends for life. Yeah, about that. Fast forward a few years
Oh
and you
my
realize
God.
most of your childhood friends are now just names on your social media feed. The truth is, friendships take work, and once you're an adult, everyone's busy with their own lives, jobs, families, endless responsibilities that you kind of stop caring about each other. It sounds grim, but it's just hard to find time to hang out when you're all juggling a million things. Adult friendships are less about constant contact and more about sending random memes at 2 a.m. to remind each other you're still alive. So yeah, growing up was basically one big bait and switch. They made it sound like adulthood was going to be amazing, but it's mostly just money struggles, Googling how to make rice at midnight. But hey, you know, at least we can laugh about it, right? Anyway, let me know down in the comments which lie hit you the
It's crazy because he ain't lying about them friends, dog. You don't really talk to too many friends. Everybody just go their way. I mean, it's life, though. You just live and learn. Uh, but I try not to stress too much because it's like it's a brighter picture. It's something that I'm focused on, and if that's a fake reality and they let me dream on, then and while I still try to chase it, you know. So, yeah, I still gonna do what I want to do. So.